Hello everyone, Jiva Diva here, and today I want to talk to you about gaming cafes. Now, for those who don't know, a gaming cafe is basically just a building full of computers and other gaming devices. Some of them have consoles, some of them have VR headsets. It kind of varies from place to place, and they usually do have a selection of snacks sometimes, or at least the Replay Cafe does. The Play Labs that we went to, does not, but that will lead into the story. Now, I've been to two gaming cafes before. The Replay Cafe, which I just mentioned, is in Detroit, and Play Labs, which is where I went with my friend Wolf, is in Farmington Hills. And I have to say that the experience of going to a gaming cafe, it's pretty awesome if you don't have a PC at home. If you do have a PC at home, there's not really a lot of point to it. It's just playing games on a different system, and you have to pay for it, so... Now, Replay Cafe has a VR headset you can pay to use for half an hour, but it's more expensive. So, at Replay Cafe, and most other gaming cafes that I've been to, including Play Labs, you can rent a PC for $10 for an hour. If you want to use the VR headset at a Replay Cafe, though, it's $30 for half an hour. So, literally $1 a minute for playtime on the VR headset. But they only have one, and a lot of people want to use it. So, low supply, high demand, yeah, it's gonna be more expensive to use. But recently, I went to Play Labs with my friend Wolf. So, I'm gonna talk to you guys about that. It turned out to be on the third floor of a college community center, so we did end up actually calling them, and being like, hey, where are you guys? We were looking for a whole building, but no, it's just a little room on the third floor of a college community center, because apparently the rooms on the third floor of the college community center, they're independent businesses. The first and second floor, they're like, oh yeah, that's for the college students. But the third floor, those are independent businesses. That's, like, not college related at all. And, like, as long as the building is open, and you can go in to those businesses and do business with the businesses on the third floor. The second and the first and second one, though, that's for college kids. And you'd probably have to pay to use something there. If you're even allowed. Anyway, Wolf called Play Labs originally, when we were at Noodles and Company getting mac and cheese, because we didn't know if you needed a reservation or something, like, if it was something akin to a fancy restaurant where you have to reserve a table beforehand. Like, we didn't know if we needed to reserve some PCs, or not. But Jake, who was on the receiving end of our call, was like, oh yeah, no, you can just walk right in, and the first hour that you can get is completely free, and then if you want to add more time to, like, the hour that you have, you can pay $10 and, like, maybe become a member, which was, like, an interesting thing, but, like, we kept the member bit in, like, the back of our mind, but mainly what caught our attention was the free hour. Not even Replay Cafe has a free hour. No, you still have to pay full price, even if you're new. However, with Play Labs, they were like, oh yeah, no, you can have an hour for free and see if you like it. Now, on their website, they advertised having Minecraft on their computers, and Wolf and I do enjoy Minecraft, and one of the things we've wanted to do is have a LAN server together. Now, a LAN server is basically a Minecraft world that shares, like, the Wi-Fi, so because it's connected to, like, the server that hosts the Wi-Fi, anyone who is on that Wi-Fi that has access to Minecraft can just hop on that world. That is the basics of a LAN server, and because we do not live in the same house, we can't use a LAN server just yet, but it's free, so, that definitely, and it was just like, oh, we want to do that. We can do it at a gaming cafe, and they advertised having Minecraft, so we were like, oh, cool, let's do it. The second we got there and asked about it, turns out they do not have Minecraft on their computer. it was replaced with another gaming application because of low demand for Minecraft, which was sad. We didn't pay a single dime and we still felt a little bit robbed. We were promised the Funny Block game, and now we can't play the Funny Block game. It was fine though. They had a selection of other games that we could play. Of the litter of the games that, it was like, 8 games at our disposal? 3 games caught my eye. And these games were Fall Guys, Apex Legends, and Brawlhalla. So Wolf and I took our seats and began to log into the computers. Now you see, these computers have a special system on there, and a system that you have to log into, and it'll show a selection of games. And when you pick the game in the selection, you either have to log into Steam to play it, or whatever company has the right to distribute that game. And because I played at Replay Cafe before, a place that has that same system, I did not need to create an account. However, Wolf, who only plays on console up until this day, had to create an account and then fight with Steam for some reason, because Steam thought Wolf was a robot, and they were doing recaptchas for like 10 minutes. While they were doing recaptchas, I'd already logged in, and I was like on Apex, trying to learn the controls, and Wolf was still on recaptchas. It was ridiculous. Wolf was getting frustrated at some point. And honestly, understandable. I'd be frustrated too if I was doing recaptchas for 10 minutes and I only had an hour of playtime. Jake heard the frustrated noises from Wolf and came over to see what was happening and took pity on Wolf for all of the recaptchas because Steam did not want Wolf to have an account. So Jake let Wolf use his Steam account, and we started off on Apex Legends. Now, Apex Legends isn't a bad game. In fact, for a battle royale shooter game, it's actually pretty good. However, as unpopular as my opinion is, I do not really like shooter games. It's too much stimulation for my poor autistic pea-brain to handle. However, being able to hear the game is important too, so it's not like I can just take the headphones off. Anyway, Wolf and I did the training. We did 1 round of Apex with 3-player squads. Apparently you have to do something to unlock the 2-player squads, and none of us play Apex near enough to unlock it. So after the round, we went to the firing range and decided that was enough Apex for today. After Apex, we wanted to play Fall Guys, which is a goofy little game. I played it once at Replay Cafe, but rage quit after seeing how luck-based some of the obstacles were, but I was willing to put up with RNG for the sake of fun. However, for some reason, we needed a little bit different of a program to play the game, and neither of us had the program, and none of us wanted to bother Jake about it, because Jake's been really nice to us so far, and we didn't want to make his job harder about something we didn't really need to play with. So that left us with Brawlhalla. Now, Brawlhalla is a battle royale game that's a bit more like Smash Bros. It's just got a bit different character selection and a bit different weapon mechanics. See, in Brawlhalla, each character has 2 weapons and a series of stats for attack, attack speed, defense, and agility. And playing the game, you can level up and unlock things like customization colors and characters. Now, Wolf has never played on PC up until coming to PlayLabs. They've been strictly on console because that's the only thing they have. And I've been on PC since 2020. And I did end up playing Brawlhalla on console once because my brother asked me to. He asked if I wanted to join and I was just like, yeah, okay, fine, why not? I was literally doing nothing better. So I had a bit of an advantage on Wolf because I had played the game before on console and I've been playing on PC since 2020. That being said, going from controller to keyboard isn't an easy transition to make, and Wolf was having a hard time adjusting to WASD controls. Honestly, I understood because before I had a PC, I played on console too, and played with remotes religiously, but I found that using a keyboard is easier, and I actually adjusted to it way better than Wolf was. So, we went into the first match, we picked our characters, and I wiped Wolf with the first match. We barely even knew what we were doing. So, but neither of us really knew what we were doing, but I still absolutely wiped the floor with Wolf. It was like a TKO. They didn't even take one of my lives, and I took all 3 of theirs. And I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just jumping around with ASD and pressing buttons and seeing what worked. That is to say, I am quite good at fucking around and finding out. After the first match, Wolf decided to look at the controls, which I also did. It turns out X, C, V, and Z were all buttons for quick and heavy attacks, as well as dodging. I'm accustomed to Minecraft controls, so naturally I changed them to Q, E, F, and C. And then Wolf added 2 bots and said we should try to tag team them. The match started, and I lost track of my character a couple times, but overall, I was doing okay. A few minutes into the match, and I realized Wolf's character is no longer on the screen. Their character had managed to lose all 3 lives while I was hopping around and using my character's weapons. Now, about halfway through the match, I had run out of time. See, in a gaming cafe, time limits are set in stone. The computer does what every parent who doesn't understand video games wants to do, and regardless of whether it's online or not, it will shut you out. Wolf still had time, though, and said I had won, even though it was 2v1 with 2 computers fighting against me. But then it was closing time, and we had to go home. But because of the difficulties we had logging in and using the staff member's Steam account to play, they let us have their PC time for free. Like, they let us play on that for not a penny at all. We didn't even pay a dime. Now, the employees had let us stay a bit later than they were supposed to, as we had gotten that much pity from them. It was 9:25 by the time we left, and the building closed at 9. We were assured that we'd be able to make it out of the building okay. However, that did not stop it from looking like the back rooms. I was a little on edge about the eerie backroom-esque atmosphere. Wolf, however, was fully freaked out. After going to the bathroom, Wolf clung to my arm like a lifeline and didn't let go until we got to the car. It was a decent walk from the car to the car from Playlabs, so Wolf had clung to me the whole way down there. It amazed me how scared they were, but we eventually got to the car and went home. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked the video, and if you did like it, hit the like button, give a comment, maybe, I don't know. Bye!